G'day everyone, Mike Bury here. This video is for the community. If you are someone that has a two-way miss, then you need to keep watching this. I recently did a swing analysis for Tyler Tarbet, and he was generous enough to allow me to share this video with you, the community. Tyler is a very good player with a very good swing, but he has a two-way miss, and we cannot play great golf doing that. We need to eliminate that. So please watch along, even if you don't have the exact same miss as Tyler. You, the community, we can all learn from this. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to join this community. So please enjoy this video, and I will see you guys at the end. Tyler, mate, thanks for sending in your swing. Very excited to get into this swing analysis for you. Great looking swing. Also, thank you for sending that in slow motion and also using a tripod. The only thing I wish was that the image wasn't cropped. I'm guessing you probably had posted this on Instagram. Doesn't give us a lot of workable space. It's going to be a little tricky to draw some lines on there, but aside from that, you did a bang up job with filming it. And so from the comment that we sort of exchanged through Coach Now, you said that your miss is either a dead push to the right or a pull draw. And we kind of had a little exchange over whether you miss it, whether you fade it at all. And you said no, that numbers on TrackMan, swing path is to the right. I would have to have a guess that it would be minimally to the right, so +1, +2, somewhere in that range, just looking at it here. But again, this is just one swing that I'm looking at, so I can't confirm that obviously for sure. Let's dive into it here, mate, and get started. We're going to start with looking at the swing on the left hand side, and then I'm going to go into the comments why I asked if you faded it, because there's something here that I see. So I would imagine that for you, if you're a draw player, definitely eliminating that pull draw that we can't have in the bag, and obviously the dead push to the right, that doesn't help either. We need to have a predictable start line, getting that ball started on the right side of the target every time. It's going to vary how much every time, but every time needs to start on the right side if we're hitting a draw, and then obviously curving back towards the target. And that's going to vary too. It's not always going to curve the right amount. It might sometimes curve too much, sometimes not enough. Probably not telling you anything you don't know already. Let's jump into this swing analysis. Setup wise here looks good. I like it. Now, one of the things that I was looking at, and you said that it looks over the top because of the inside takeaway. Doesn't necessarily look that way to me. I mean, it does, the takeaway's inside, but that doesn't really faze me whatsoever. I was more looking at the top of the swing here, where the arms from this viewpoint do look like they get relatively high. So from here, what I'm talking about is that lead arm and being able to see a lot of that lead shoulder. Now, some of that can come from the camera angle. The lower the camera is, the more of that shoulder you'll see and the higher the arms look. Camera angle looks a little lower than what I might normally film at, but I would still typically like to see that shoulder being covered a little more at the top of the swing. When I'm looking at this from trying to figure out the camera angle, seeing if it's a camera angle issue or whether this is a swing issue, I'm also looking at the trail arm right here. And, it tends to be, for you, a little high, a little kind of, I'm exaggerating, a little this way as opposed to down. I don't like to see that elbow sort of above the shoulder this way. You're just a hair that way. Definitely not crazy, but I think that those arms are a little high up top. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to result in the hand path being a little too steep coming down, and you do a nice job of shallowing the club as you're working your way down. But to me, this position here, it could kind of go either way. You could fade it, you could draw it, you could push it, you could pull draw it. I would like to see it just a shade deeper at this point right here. We're going to see that hand path as you work down. It's going to work a little this way, and right at the end, it'll start to tail in a little bit, which is what we typically see in more of a fade style swing. So let's just play it a little further down here. This is where you'll see those hands start to work in towards your body a little bit, only slightly. All in all, though, this is a very good action. But like I said, I want to see those hands, those arms just a little lower at the top. I think it's going to be easier for you to get the club consistently from the inside without having to fight it, sometimes coming down a little steep and having to work it back in. Let's take a look at the face-on view here. Setup-wise, we're looking good. You'd mentioned that this is a 6-iron. Rotation looks good. Kind of right in this point here where the arms are a little high, the club working out in front, or hands I should say, working out in front just a little too much. Again, this is a better view over here to see that view. Really good. I mean, I really like your swing. I would like for it to be a little easier for you to get that club just working from the inside without having to, sort of manipulate it down through the bottom of the swing there. So we're going to do that by getting that lead arm a little lower up top. And I'm going to throw up here a little video that I had put on YouTube. A little bit of a strange drill, kind of lifting the club up in front, rotating and setting it at the top with the arms a little lower. And, from there you can basically just let it go. So that would be what I would suggest. And I would suggest, if you film your swing at sort of chest height, what I'm looking for at the top of the backswing, like I said, is for the lead arm to cover that shoulder so that we don't see it. So I'll post up those swings on here as well so you can take a look through. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm very interested to see, sort of how you progress, because like I said, I've said it 20 times now, you do have a very good swing. So keep up the good work. Drop any quick questions or comments down below. And if I don't get back to them, I get a lot of notifications on Coach Now. So feel free to shoot me a message, a DM over on Instagram if I don't get that message. But mate, keep up the good work. Massive props to Tyler for letting me share this video with you guys, the community. Don't forget to join that community by hitting the subscribe icon. Thank you guys for watching this video, and of course, until next time, good golfing.